More on this, I want to bring in Johnny Giunta. He's the co-host of the Gate 14 podcast, and he joins us today from Toronto. So, Johnny, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So I have to start here with last night's game, of course. The Jays, they were stifled through the first 6 innings last night, and then the offense came alive again. So what does a game like that tell us about this team?
It's fun. I mean, we went through an entire series against the Yankees where it seemed like we were just capitalizing on mistakes. I think the Jays only hit 1 home run that entire series, and then yesterday they hit 3 or 4. It just goes to show you like how much of a different brand of baseball this team could play. And yesterday's game was the most fun I've had in a long time. There was home runs, doubles, singles. The pitching was awesome. Yesterday's game was the epitome of the Toronto Blue Jays season, where it's expect the unexpected.
Well, and I don't think you're the only person that feels that way, Johnny. Even just in the newsroom, some of the conversations earlier on this morning about the excitement, the fact that it seems like the Jays are on a lot of people's minds, baseball fans, but then other people as well, sort of observing this. How fun, in your view, has this run been for you as a fan, but also for someone who talks about this team so much?
It just makes the game. It just makes the day so much better. I mean, food tastes better, drinks taste better. It's just anything's going bad in your life, you got the Blue Jays going on at 7:00 p.m. So, I mean, it just makes everything so much more fun, especially the summer, because baseball is really the only sport on right now. It gives you something to look forward to every single day, and this run the Toronto Blue Jays is on is something that you could have never predicted. And it's, like I said, unexpected, but it makes it so much more fun to be watching a brand of baseball that you can be proud of and have something to look forward to every single day at 7:00 p.m. It's been an unbelievable run, to say the least.
Even the food tastes better. I like that. Okay, so heading into this season, did you think this was going to happen? Did you see any possibility that the Jays would not only be on top of the American League, but very close to being the top team in all of baseball?
Whoever tells you that is lying, to be honest. Like I said that they'd probably be a playoff team, like they'd be above 500 and way better than they were last year. I mean, last year they won 74 games, right? I mean, they're 15 more wins away from winning more games this year than they won all of last year, and we still have like 2.5 months, two months and 2 weeks left to go. So, did I expect them to be the best team in the American League and one of the best teams in baseball? No. But at the end of the day, I expected them to be good, so I will be taking credit for saying they will be better than last year. So that's where my credit lies.
Why do you think that this has turned out the way it has been? Is there anything in particular that really stands out to you as, okay, that's the thing, that's what's finally gelled for them, or that's what's working for them to sort of help explain this run?
I think the biggest thing is the lack of league average hitters. I think every single hitter you put in the lineup, and I saw a stat from Blake Murphy, 14% of the hitters that have played in the Blue Jays lineup have been below league average. That's the lowest in baseball, I believe. So they've been really trotting guys out there in depth pieces that have exceeded expectations, that have been above average league bats that are contributing. And John Schneider throws stuff at the wall when he makes the lineup, and it seems like you get production from guys that you never really expected. I mean, some of the best players in the team in the last couple of weeks were guys that were in AAA. You got Eric Lauer, who's a pitcher who was in Japan last year, or Korea last year, who has a sub-3 ERA this season, who's a number 5 starter. So I think the biggest thing is they're winning by committee, which makes it so much more fun to watch.
And then just finally here, Johnny, let's talk a little bit of strategy. I have about 30 seconds left because that trade deadline, it's about a week away at this point, or less than a week away. What do you want to see the Jays do?
I think they have to grab a reliever. I wouldn't, and a starter. But yeah, I think they should build from the back of the bullpen, grab some flamethrowers, and trade some prospects for it because they're in win now mode. They've never been in this position since 2016, so they really got to go for it right now because you don't know how many chances you get to be top of the American League East going into August.
Okay, well, we're going to leave it there. Let's hope that they can keep this run going. For now, we appreciate your time, Johnny Giunta. Thank you for this.
Thank you.